No, I'm playing. What up? It's your boy King Tank. All right, so this is gonna be a nice little channel introduction to tell you exactly how this channel gonna work. So this is all about the best in Blue Lock. This is gonna be about like battles and all that kinds of stuff. This channel's gonna be all about the battles. 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 11v11, etc., etc. It's gonna be whatever. Who is better than who type beat and having fun with it. Discussing players that I want to talk about, or y'all ask me to talk about. I'm a borrow glazer, but I'll go over every character at every point in the story eventually. I'll be streaming debates with viewers or other YouTubers or my buddies who vibe with Blue Lock. I might even do dumb battles like who has the most aura, or who does the most aura farming, who is the most cringe, yada yada yada. But now let's get down to business. These are going to be the most important thing on this channel. Is going to be a set of stats that determine how good a player is. Some are offensive, some are defensive, some are both. Offensive will determine the best for positions like striker, winger, or attacking midfielder. Defensive will determine the best for center back, side back, or defensive midfielder. Both will get in where it fits in, and the best total for all categories is the best overall player in Blue Lock. These will only include players that are under 20. So no pro strikers, no master strikers. The only exception is Loki because he is under 20. Offensive stats, my 4 offensive stats are ball control, shooting, passing, dribbling. My 4 defensive stats are pressure, reaction speed, blocking, stealing. And the ones that are for both, physique, speed, vision, stamina, football IQ, ego, vertical, and uniqueness. Uniqueness is a rare, basically one of those stats that won't get used every time. So it doesn't fit the mold the same way the others do. The way I'll do the other stats is they're all going to be out of 10, but uniqueness is going to be different. And I'll get to that when I get back to that. But yeah, so basically I have a 10. I have a character who I feel like is a 10 for each one of the stats, and I'll go over each one. For ball control, the 10, because they're going to be a scale of 1 to 10, or 0 to 10 if they're dog shit at it. But the 10 for ball control is going to be Nagi, because, you know, the most important thing about ball control is that first touch. You know, how good you are at keeping in contact with the ball and keeping the ball moving without letting your opponents, you know, have a, you know, be able to take it. Other good ball controllers are people like Bashira and Karasu. But, you know, the main one that people talk about for ball control is Nagi. If you agree or disagree with these, you know, let me know in the comment section. If you have a person that you'd put as the 10, you know, let me know below. You know, let me know what you think and let me tell me why. You know, give me your little, you know, explanation, all that good stuff or whatnot. Or if you agree, let me know you agree. Just you know, tell me all that stuff in the comment section. So ball control is Nagi. For shooting, I put Kaiser, you know, because shooting is, you know, power, range, ability to get past defenders and get past the goalkeeper, you know, all that kinds of stuff, aiming, everything. And I felt like Kaiser would be peak for that, at least currently in the series. The only one that I was contemplating putting up, but you know, they both have Predator Eye, and I feel like I feel like Barrow might be you know, have stronger shots, but Kaiser's is faster, and I feel like faster is more important when it comes to being successful at getting your shots through, because your speed more than anything is going to matter the most. What, I'm passing, and that was hard for me to say because I'm a borrow glazer, but like it is what it is. When it comes to passing, I put Sai, Itoshi Sai, and I felt like that one is very like cut and dry for the simple fact that like Sai has the best passing feats. Even after all of the NEL, Sai still has the best passing feats in the verse so far. So yeah, I mean, like passing it just out of someone's reach and all kinds of stuff or whatnot. So Sai is definitely best for that. For dribbling, I feel like that one's another obvious one. It's Bachira. I mean, I don't think anyone would argue that for the simple fact that like he can get triple teamed and still keep moving because he's him for real. When it comes to dribbling, Bachira is just that guy. For defensive stats, the first one is pressure. For pressure, I put Raichi. I felt like because of him being able, I feel like the best defensive pressure feat so far is him limiting Snuffy's options, and Snuffy being the best player in the world at this time. So because of that, I felt like Raichi was definitely number 1. I mean, like similar feats would be like Kunigami cutting Shido out of the game and Lorenzo cutting Kaiser out of the game. But I mean, cutting down another U20 is not nearly as good as cutting down the best player in the world. I mean, he didn't shut down Snuffy, but he limited his options so much that Snuffy could be read by Isagi. So I'm like, I mean, like you made it where the best player in the world could be read by a high schooler. I'm like, that's kind of peak. So the next stat is reaction speed. And I felt like the one for that would definitely be Gagamaru. That's his whole thing, is his instincts and reaction speed. That's what makes him such a good goalkeeper. That makes him so good in the box and stopping the shots. So I felt like definitely Gagamaru would be best for that, because that's literally what he's touted for. I mean, even like, you know, like the handstand block was crazy, like mid-action adjustment. That was crazy. One of probably the craziest reaction speed feat we have in the verse. For blocking, I put Aiku, because Aiku is a very good sweeping center back. Like his defense is like all consuming everything when it comes to like the back line. I felt like it would be perfect to put him there for the simple fact that like he doesn't just block one person, but he kind of can just on the fly, you know, figure out who he needs to block and get into the right spot. Even like blocking like Berserker Rin in the U20. But yeah, so I put IQ there. That stat is probably one of the more debatable ones, because you might be able to debate Lorenzo, you know, because he blocked a Kaiser Impact, or debate maybe putting Gagamaru there because Gagamaru has blocked a lot of shots. So that's more debatable, but I put IQ at the 10 right there. But if I included like Gagamaru or Lorenzo, they'd probably be 9s because those three are all really close there. Then for stealing, I put Rin. That's because he has the best like feats of just robbing people blind. I mean, like he robbed Kaiser, who is a Metavision user, right before he could even do his Kaiser Impact. That's a crazy stealing feat. You know, that's some crazy thievery right there. So I definitely put Rin for stealing. For physique, I put Kunigami. I felt like that was straightforward because I mean the wild card turned him into a monster. Bro's a physical beast, so I feel like Kunigami would go good there. Speed, Loki. It's not even a debate. Shouldn't even have to explain that. It's definitely Loki. Vision, I put Isagi. He's shown that his Metavision is better than anyone else's, even countering other Metavision users with his vision. And, you know, that's his whole thing, is reading the field better than anyone else. And a big part of that is his vision. It's him being able to see everything that's going on at all times, like a god looking over the field. A bit better than anyone else has been able to. And for stamina, Raichi, because the only people touted in the series touted as stamina monsters were Raichi and Tokimitsu, and Tokimitsu's trash. So I put Raichi. I mean, because Raichi gets a lot of minutes and he still has never gotten tired or gassed. For football IQ, I feel like that one was another straightforward one. I put Isagi because that's his whole thing. Like the reason why he just won the last game is because he was able to read the game better. He was able to read other players better than anyone else could, faster than anyone else could, and that's peak level football IQ that he's shown in, you know, doing feats like that. Then there's also ego. For ego, I put Borrow. Now this I feel like that one is super straightforward for the simple fact that like bro calls himself the king of the field and says everyone else is like side characters. He's the protagonist, all that good stuff or whatnot. Like that's just his entire introduction was, bro, like the ball is a weapon that I use to show that I'm him and you're not. Like that was basically what his introduction was. So it's like I felt like that would be obviously Borrow. With the ego stat, it's not going to play a huge role in a lot of these, but it will play, you know, when it comes to, you know, something where ego impacts it, it'll definitely play a role there. But it won't be something that has heavily influences a lot of like choices and decisions over who's better than who. So, you know, so that stat is not going to be one that's going to be really like focused on. Then vertical, Ryu, for the simple fact that his lankiness, his reach, his long jumps that he's been able to use, whether it's been defensively to seal the ball or offensively to transition the offense in a way where no one else can do anything about it but him. You know, I feel like Ryu is an easy choice for that, you know, with his long limbs and all that good stuff, with his feats in the series of being one of the few characters that have vertical feats. The only other character that's actively in the series right now that has decent vertical feats is Aiku, and I feel like Ryu hasn't beat, because Aiku only really can utilize that vertical above others when he's like clearing the ball. It's not the best at like, you know, taking control while using his vertical as much as Ryu. I put Ryu there. And then for uniqueness, I didn't put anybody there for the simple fact that like it's just gonna be one of those weird stats where it doesn't have a role to play the same as other ones do, but it will have a role to play. But it won't be out of 10. Instead, the way it'll be is like, say it was a 1v1, then if I use uniqueness in that battle, it'll be this person's number 1, this person's number 2. If it's 11v11, this person's number 1, this person's number 7, this person's number 16, this person's number 22. You know, that's how it'll be used instead of being a 1 out of 10. And how it matters in each, you know, game I use it in, I'll explain in those moments what I need to explain. But I'll try to keep those, you know, explanations concise so they don't take up too much time, you know, short and sweet, all that good stuff. So I'll go through the character involved and do it out of 10. And for either solo videos, it's just that one character, or for versus videos, it'll be, you know, all the characters on both sides or whatnot. And then bada bing, bada boom, we have a battle, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll discuss how that battle will most likely go. Then that's the video. You know, highlights from the manga and anime will pop in like this video, and we'll see how this channel evolves from time to time. That's everything, so be ready for some fire content. It'll get better and better over time, and I'm going to keep popping these out every week. So that's it. It's from your boy. Armor out.